This is part one of fishing tips for a beginner. I'm going to share with you several things that if you're just starting out as an angler, you're just starting to go out, get your first taste of fishing, take these 10 things with you because they're going to make things a whole lot easier and a whole lot more fun. You're going to catch more fish. You're going to need a rod and a reel. It really depends on the type of fish that you're going after. If you're just going to a freshwater river or lake, you don't really know what you're going to target, just go to Walmart and pick you up an inexpensive rod and reel. This one here, this particular one is a Shakespeare. Walmart sells a lot of Shakespeare, and this one I think was $15 at Walmart. If you go to the fishing section and you look up at the top, you'll see a lot of fishing poles, rods and reels. Just get an inexpensive one. If you're just brand new, get maybe the closed cast, the one that you can't see the spool on, but this one's an open cast. This is for my 8-year-old son, and he uses it. He really loves it. Second fishing tip that I'm going to give you is not a lot of other people would give you this tip. A towel from your kitchen. Don't be sure not to use your wife's nice towels because it's going to get dirty. But take a towel and fold it up a few times and put it in your waist or your belt buckle just like that so that you have it hanging down. You always have a towel to wipe your hands on. That is one of the best tips I could possibly give you because you're going to need a towel, and if you always have one handy to wipe your hands, it's going to make life a lot easier, and I didn't know that for years. The third thing you're going to want is a way to clip the line because you're probably going to get tangled. You're going to need to clip line. You're going to have to put new tackle on your line, so you're going to need some type of little scissors to clip your line. I have these. These are very convenient. They do have them on TikTok, and you can loop this on your buckle. If you don't have something like this where you can loop it, it's got that nice pull out, so if you have it hooked, you can just pull it out, clip your line, let it go back. But if you don't have something like this with the scissors on the end, just take some regular scissors. You just want to catch fish and you don't know what fish you want to target, I would recommend targeting panfish, which would be bluegill, perch, sunfish, the type of fish that are usually close to the bank or around some type of structure. And they're the easiest to catch and they don't take a lot of tackle. So the first thing you're going to need is some type of worm, or worms work the best. So you can usually get these at your local gas station. If you have a lake nearby and there's a gas station, they usually sell these. These are night crawlers that come in the styrofoam container. And then red worms. Red worms really work well with panfish. On the type of fish is the hook. But if you're targeting panfish and you just want to catch fish, these particular hooks are very nice, and don't use too big of hooks. Here's what I'm talking about when it comes to hooks. This is a size 8 or 10. It's an Aberdeen, and it's got a long shank on it so that when the fish bite, you can get in here and unhook it and safely get that out of the fish's mouth. So these are perfect for panfish. You're going to want to get some hooks like this if you're going after panfish. Sinkers. So you want something easy and convenient, get these what's called split shot sinkers here. The line goes in this little slot here, and then you just clamp this down on your line and it stays. When you want to take it off, you squeeze the other end with a pair of pliers and that opens up. You can take it off. You can use this several times. It's called a split shot sinker, and it can go on your line wherever you need it to. You don't want to take a few bobbers. So you can pick some up like this. There's different kinds, but they're relatively inexpensive. Again, smaller one. There's also this kind. They're very easy, convenient. They usually have a spring loaded one side. You wrap the line around one side, let it go, wrap the line around the other side. You can see that hook sticks out when I push it through. So you wrap both sides with the line, and then when you let it go, it holds the line on there, and then you have a bobber. The next item I highly recommend you get is needle nose pliers. And the reason you're going to want a cheap pair of needle nose pliers, if you have a Harbor Freight, it's a great place to get them. But when you get fish and they bite, you're going to need to be able to get down in their mouth because a lot of times they swallow the hook. So you got to get down there, grab the hook, and push it down a little bit, twist so that it unhooks, and then be able to pull it out. You want to bring some extra line. The rod and reel from Walmart probably had line already on it, which it should if you're just beginning and you're going out first time. But if you want to pick up some monofilament line, this line, and if you're just pan fishing, you know, anything from a 6-pound to a 12-pound test is good. And monofilament is really nice. It doesn't tangle easy. And 10, the final thing that I'm going to recommend is that you take a friend with you or a family member, because fishing isn't just about catching fish. It's about having fun with other people. It's about building memories, and those memories will live on even after one of you is gone. You'll always remember it. So bring a friend.